friends, I'm Lulu, and welcome to Judson Sunday Arts, where kids of all ages can make art that matters. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and for those of you joining us with low vision, I'm a white 34-year-old woman with very short, buzz-cut, dark blonde hair. I'm wearing a bright pink sleeveless dress with a ruffled collar, and there's a big bookcase behind me with books and other things on it, and art on the walls. It's still Poetry Month! Woo! And today we're celebrating Earth Day with a poem from Joy Harjo and by writing poems with personification. You will need something to write on and something to write with. If that's a pen and paper or a digital device, that's your choice. If you tuned into Andy's lesson on April 18th, you'll remember a lesson about Earth Day that also talked about the Standing Rock water protectors. We'll celebrate Earth Day with a poem from Joy Harjo. Joy Harjo is the first Native American poet to serve as the United States Poet Laureate. That means she is the official poet of the United States. She's a member of the Muskogee Creek Nation, and there's a link in the description to Harjo's project, Living Nations, Living Words, where you can check out an interactive map to learn more about Native American poets. She explains, "For my signature project as the 23rd Poet Laureate consultant in poetry, I conceived the idea of mapping the United States with Native Nations poets and poems. I want this map to counter damaging false assumptions that Indigenous peoples of our country are often invisible or are not seen as human. You will not find us fairly represented, if at all, in the cultural storytelling of America, and nearly non-existent in the American Book of Poetry." Let's hear Joy Harjo read her poem, Speaking Tree. In this clip, Joy sits in front of a bookshelf full of books. She is in her 60s and has light skin and long dark hair with bangs. She's wearing red lipstick and a red shirt with a silver necklace and dangling earrings.
Speaking Tree. I had a beautiful dream I was dancing with a tree. Sandra Cisneros. Some things on this earth are unspeakable. Genealogy of the broken, a shy wind threading leaves after a massacre, or the smell of coffee and no one there. Some humans say trees are not sentient beings, but they do not understand poetry. Nor can they hear the singing of trees when they are fed by wind or water music, or hear their cries of anguish when they are broken and bereft. Now, I am a woman longing to be a tree planted in a moist, dark earth between sunrise and sunset. I cannot walk through all realms. I carry a yearning I cannot bear alone in the dark. What shall I do with all this heartache? The deepest rooted dream of a tree is to walk, even just a little ways, from the place next to the doorway to the edge of the river of life and drink. I have heard trees talking long after the sun has gone down. Imagine what it would be like to dance close together in this land of water and knowledge, to drink deep what is undrinkable.
Snaps! What do you think this poem is about? Do you notice any imagery in the poem that evokes the five senses: sight, smell, taste, sound, and touch? What do you think Joy is talking about when she says, to drink What is undrinkable? Have you ever longed to be a tree or something other than human? There are so many things that I love about this poem. I love that it begins with a quote from another writer, Sandra Cisneros, who wrote The House on Mango Street. I love that when I read it, I feel joy sometimes and heartache sometimes. I love how Joy describes the sounds she hears trees make as singing and cries of anguish. When poets and writers give things that aren't people human characteristics, that's called personification. Trees can't sing like people, at least not in any way we can hear with human ears. But they might sound like they're singing if rain is falling on their leaves or if the wind blows through them. Trees might sound like they're screaming cries of anguish if they're being chopped down. Sometimes it helps people to care more about the environment and the earth around us if we use human characteristics to describe nature. That's what we're going to focus on today with our own writing. That's right, it's art making time. Today we're writing poems with personification for Earth Day. Think about a plant, animal, or mineral that you find interesting. That plant, animal, or mineral will be your subject. What's your subject's deepest rooted dream? Think of the emotions your subject could experience. Think of the different human actions your subject could do. Include all of these in your poem. Choose a title. Joy Harjo's poem is called Speaking Tree. Give your poem a title that includes your subject with an action, like doodling dog or crying amethyst. If you're feeling brave, share your poem with someone on Earth Day. Earth Day is on April 22nd every year, and that's this Thursday. You could spend 5 minutes or a whole week writing your poem that's full of personification. If you love what you made, send it to me so I can feature it on another edition of Judson Sunday Arts. Be safe, wear your masks, happy Earth Day, happy poetry writing, and happy Poetry Month, friends. See ya.